Is this thing even recording? Okay, it is. Daily log. Today is March 15th, 2062. The experiment 2E34 was a total failure. The subject didn't respond well to the noise stimuli and entered in a rage state. And it was my last test subject. This is no use. Daily log end tape. Wait, what is this? Pod 271. By some reason, you are not on my records. For how long have you been here? Just sitting and watched me speak to myself. Well, you might be my last chance to prove my work. Hello, hey, easy now. Please don't try to move. You've been asleep for God know how long. And you probably have a lot of questions running through your mind right now, like, where am I or what's happening? Don't worry, I will try to answer them all. Honestly, I usually don't tell my test subjects what is happening, but I need to be really sincere with you. You and I, we are probably the last two animals in this whole planet, so I know that this might be a shock for you, but I try to explain to you what's happening. Around 52 years ago, a deadly smoke began to escape from volcanoes, and no one knew the reason. We spent about 15 years trying to stop the smoke from spreading to the whole globe, but it didn't work out. Then a doctor named Albert Catlin began his research on genetic enhancements as an attempt to adapt the living beings to the new world. That doctor was my father. He used to run this lab, but he passed away 5 years ago. And I was actually born here. I grew up in this lab. I learned everything from him. And ended up inheriting his mission to keep working on his genetics enhancements. So, judged by your face, you might be about my age, but for some reason, it seems that he kept you out of the government records. What did he see in you? Well, with that out of the way, let me present myself. My name is Aubrey Caitlin, and your name is. I guess you still can talk. Well, unfortunately, we just have to deal with it. This pod that you are in, it has an integrated brain analysis monitor. Now, I want you to think about something positive, like a day in the park or a good restaurant that you used to frequent. Hmm, wow, your readings are actually phenomenal. Here I have an assortment of things that produces noises that people find ticklish. Let's see how I respond to these. First, I will start with some simple tapping, okay? So here it goes. I have really good readings. Now I want to do something more mundane. Here with me I have a plushie that my dad gave me. It is a small alien. It's a green alien. I really like this plushie, and it makes a nice, soft sound. Your readings are very good. Normally, my other subjects they start to get very angry at this time. Maybe that's the reason my dad kept you out of the records. He knew that maybe you are our last chance. He was always a very smart person. Your brain activity is out of the norm. It's so intense. I don't really know why, but this is the first real data that I'm collecting in I don't know how many years. Maybe after we finish these tests, you might become a roommate of mine, let's say. Like, I take you out of the spot and we can chill together for a while. I haven't been in contact with other humans for about 5 years since my dad died, and I think that you might be about, I don't know, judging by the pod states, 20 years of activity. You probably need some physiotherapy to start walking again, but you have a lot of time to fix that. That's it for the little alien plushie. Now I hook up a physical stimuli to your pod, so you might feel something like in your spine, but don't be scared. It makes part of the test. So here it goes. Okay, the machine is connected. So first, Uh, I want to test your nerves, since you stayed in the spot for so long, and I'm scared that you might have lost the sense of feel, heat, cold, this kind of stuff. So you might feel something in your back again, but don't worry, it's just part of the process. I will apply a little bit of voltage in this machine that it is supposed to simulate like the senses in your paws and heat, cold in your legs. So don't worry, I'll be monitoring your brain at every second. So if something starts to go wrong, I will know immediately and I will turn off the machine. So here it goes. I will apply a voltage of 5 microvolts, okay? Here it goes. So, this was about 60 seconds of constant 5 volts, and your readings never went below the threshold. I guess my dad was right after all. You really are special. You're different. I needed to study more.